Welcome to the Social University podcast. We are so glad you're joining us today because we want to help business owners, entrepreneurs, and people just like you who want to build their business online. Listen, if we can do it, you can do it. So let's go.
Good morning. This is Karen Taradas with Social U. It's time for What's Up Wednesday, where we come to you apparently 5 minutes after 10 a.m. Central to talk about social media tips, tricks, and trends. And fix that. Okay. Put this down a little. Oh, yay. Okay. Today we're going to talk about recycling because you have to. Like, if you have good content, it makes no sense not to reuse it. And if it did well once, it'll do well a second time. So let's go ahead and jump into that. And we will announce the August. Oh, wow. It's August. We will announce the August schedule at the end of this week. That is overwhelming to me. Okay. So the art of repurposing and how to stretch content into multiple posts. Okay. Let's start. I always like to talk about why. Let's start with the why. Why does it matter? Why can't you just constantly create new content? Well, it's exhausting. So first and foremost, it saves time and resources for you. Creating fresh, original content from scratch for every single post on every single platform is incredibly time consuming and resource intensive. Repurposing allows you to leverage your existing work, significantly reducing your content creation efforts. Number two, it maximizes your content value and ROI. You've already invested the time and effort into the original content. So repurposing that ensures that you can squeeze as much value out of it as possible. It extends the lifespan and gives you a higher return on your initial investment because time is money and all that. Number three, it reaches new audiences. Not everyone consumes content in the same way on the same platform. So posting it the first time, you're going to get different engagement the second time. And posting from platform to platform, it's always different. That blows my mind. Transforming a blog post or a video into smaller snippets or an infographic, different people absorb information differently. So depending on the format and the platform, it's going to reach new people. And also, we have repeatedly tested and discovered that the same content does very differently on different platforms. Now, I'm not saying do it on the same day because definitely don't do it on the same day. But when you have content, like if you're doing a behind the scenes video on Instagram on Tuesday, then the following week you might put it on TikTok. Those videos do very differently. We have had videos that did, and it's so fascinating to me. A lot of times if they do really well on YouTube, they don't do really well on TikTok and vice versa. So you are definitely going to get different audiences for different content. Okay, number four, it boosts engagement and visibility. Different content formats, this is exactly what I was just saying, perform better on different platforms. So repurpose content tailored to each platform's specific best practices. The size, creating an infographic for Pinterest, because yes, Pinterest is still a thing, tends to get higher engagement rates and it's more favored by the algorithm. So it increases the overall visibility. You're going to reinforce your key message. There's a rule of 7 that suggests prospects need to see or hear your message multiple times. That number is not even real anymore. I would say that number is closer to 14 to 21. People are so inundated with information. We are overwhelmed with information, constantly bombarded with content. So people need to see it multiple times before they actually pick it up. This little logo up here in the corner for me, you have to see that 14 times before you associate it with me personally, or the brand associates with my name. So it is very important to repeat. And I'm so guilty of that. Oh, I told people about what you need in your Instagram profile. I've talked about that twice. Sure. But that doesn't mean everybody picked it up the first time. And when you say it in a different way, it reaches different people and then you're going to reach them on different platforms. So you're reinforcing your key message. Number 6, it improves your SEO indirectly. With social media, links are often no follow. Repurposing content can indirectly boost your SEO. So more content around a topic will drive additional traffic back to your website and generates more brand mentions and can signal more authority to search engines. That's how that works. Number 7, maintain consistency and brand cohesion. By adapting core messages and visuals across different platforms, you're going to ensure a more consistent voice and identity, and it strengthens that brand image. And look, small business owners, at some point, one day, you're going to want to retire. Let's see. Of course, yeah. Our biggest TikTok of all time, it went mega viral. It had over 10 million engagements. Crickets on Instagram, which blows my mind, but yeah, it totally happened that way, which is crazy. And I love that Becky commented, so you can see we're on StreamYard, and I love that. I love that. Here, let me do it down just a little bit. You can put the comment below, and even though we're streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, when this live is over, her comment will only post to Facebook, which I think is so incredibly cool. Shout out to StreamYard. Okay, it establishes authority and thought leadership. So consistently providing valuable information across various platforms reinforces your expertise and positions your business as a go-to authority in your niche. Yeah, it's South. I said niche. It fills your content calendar. When you're staring down the barrel of a deadline and you know you're going on vacation on Monday and it's Friday and you got to get it done, repurposing is an excellent way to maintain consistent posting schedule without all that pressure of the constant generation of a new idea. You can plan out a steady flow of content by breaking it down into larger pieces, into smaller shareable assets. That's how that works. And number 10, it adapts to evolving trends and algorithms. Social media platforms, oh my God, it changes quickly. Repurposing allows your business to adapt by transforming existing content into training formats and leveraging new features without having to start from scratch. So it's recycling is super helpful. I mean, and for somebody who does this a lot, burnout is real. Oh, thank you, Becky. Yes, we love StreamYard. We use it every single week. So I appreciate you sharing that for us. Okay, so let's talk about the top 5 best content recommendations there that are more ideal for repurposing and recycling. So this content is highly recyclable and can be adapted across multiple platforms. We're only going to talk about the top 5. Educational tips or how-to snippets. An original might be a longer blog or a tutorial video. So to recycle that, you might extract individual tips into individual graphics into a carousel for Instagram and LinkedIn, short vertical videos for TikTok, Reels, and Shorts, or quick text-based posts for Twitter. Don't love Twitter. Or even Facebook. I would say Facebook. Sometimes text-based posts with no graphics blow up on Facebook. We need to test that a little bit more because, again, that algorithm changes pretty consistently. So we constantly have to be testing. Okay, something else, number 2. And this is really overlooked a lot. Behind the scenes glimpses, they work. People really like engaging with you and your team. It makes it more relatable, especially if you're transparent and you are, hey, Mo and Deb, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I just love them. They're cooking creators. If you don't know who they are, you should definitely go follow them on Facebook. Just great recipes, very transparent and personable, which is what I was just talking about. So, hey guys, it's nice to see you today. I got super distracted. But behind the scenes glimpses, fails, like in a great example, like Mo and Deb, if you burn it, show it anyway. I think it's normal. It makes you relatable. People mess up. Everybody has put in, well, maybe not everybody, but they've substituted the baking soda for the baking powder. So bad to do that, but it happens. And I think it's okay to tell people. I think it's okay to let them know, oops, we got this wrong. So an original longer video showing your team at work doing product creation or office culture, like for us, our behind the scenes is mostly our team laughing in the background because we can't get it together to make the video. So when you recycle that content, you can pull out part of the behind the scenes to go with the original. You can use it as an engaging, of course, clips, shorts for Reels, TikTok, YouTube, especially YouTube. And you can use stills for images, because a lot of times those funny haha where you're making a face or you're laughing, those still images do so incredibly well for like day in the life stories or use as B-roll for promotional videos. It really does work. Okay, number 3, customer testimonials and success stories. So your original content is a handwritten testimonial or case study, let's say testimonial, or a video from a client. If you get a testimonial video, that's killer. But let's say it's like a Facebook review. You can recycle that by, let's see. Hey guys. Hey, it's Mo. Okay. Hey Mo. And I love blooper reels. It makes you so relatable. It makes you so real. One of my favorite creators on TikTok is a mom that just tells it like it is. She is the first person to say, that I love my kids, but this is challenging to me. And I really do deeply appreciate that. And so do other people, because she does really well. So love the bloopers. We do really well with bloopers too. Okay. So customer testimonials. Let's say you have a testimonial that was originally created on Facebook testimonial. You can do a screen grab and put it on a graphic background and repost it. Absolutely. You can also take pieces of it out. If you have a really long testimonial, you can take out different sentences. Don't alter them, but you can lift very specific pieces and show it multiple times instead of just the one. Or you can turn it into a visually appealing graphic, or you can make it into a video, or you can put the customer's face behind it or their logo behind it so that they know who it is and it validates that it's a real person. I like using the actual real screen grab from the testimonial just because it's real. You can tell that it's a real person. I love that. But testimonials and success stories are great content to recycle. They totally work. Okay. Number 4, did you know, like a fact or myth busting? I love myth busting. It's one of my favorites. Original, like if you have a blog post or an educational video explaining a concept or even debunking a myth, but most of the time explaining a concept, you can turn around and create that into like Mythbusters, or an animated reel, or an infographic. Infographics do really well. People will share them everywhere. Or you can create a true false poll. I love those too. And some of the stats that we use are crazy. Like, do true or false, this many billion minutes of videos uploaded on YouTube every minute, stuff like that works. You can do, like for Mo and Deb, since they're participating today, substitutions would be great. If you're talking about a specific recipe, if you're out of this, you can substitute this ingredient. And then like an infographic that's substitutions, that's awesome. I would share that. I love that kind of stuff. And you can use it as a conversation starter or like a Q&A. So myth busting and did you know, there's a bunch of different ways to reformat did you know, but I do like a good quiz or a poll. So I tend to favor those in infographics too. And then number 5, a product, service, feature, or highlight. So the original might be a product on your page or website with a demo. So we might be demonstrating a new ring light, let's say. Michaela had a very cool phone attachment yesterday that worked very well. And the more we used the stationary stand, I got more irritated with it because it was bouncing, and that's not helpful at all. So I might go back after the original detailed product video or demo, might go back and say, after we've been using this, and when you go to turn it on or go to hit record, it moves around and it messes up the video. That's a good follow-up video to make. You can isolate. Recycling would mean isolating specific features that you like or don't like. Videos before and after, this is what we did and this is what we have, design comparisons, or like bullet points to kind of tell people what works and what doesn't work. It works. Those behind the scenes and resharing that content, it totally works. And recycling is so real because burnout is so real, especially in the summer and you're trying to go on vacation. It's just a lot. So really and truly, the key is to think about your core message and how it can be presented in a different way. And one of the best things you can do is brainstorm with people on your team, because everybody's different. And I have proven this over and over. My team, Laura, Becky, Michaela, Jason, they have really great ideas that don't occur to me at all. And you're like, oh yeah, that's awesome. That's a great idea. So talk to your team and brainstorm, because a lot of times they'll have an idea that might not occur to you. And that content could be your next viral video. So yeah. That is it for me today. We will announce August, I'd say Friday. Let's be realistic, probably Monday, because Burnout's real. So thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to leave a comment on any of these videos or send us a direct message. And until next week, I am Karen Taradas with Social U, and I'm here to help. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining us for the Social University podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media at Stay Social U. That's the letter U. And we will talk to you next week. Remember, you've got this.